Guys, happy new year. So I know it's a little bit later. I intended to keep vlogging through December and the new year, but honestly it was just very difficult to do. There was so much stuff to get in order before our family came to visit, and then Mike had block leave and we had some projects that we wanted to tackle before the family got into town and just to have prepped for the new year. And so one of those was organizing the garage so that we can also park his car in there as well for storage purposes. And the rest of the time we were just cleaning up the house for prepping for family to come into town. So we had a lot to do and not a ton of time, and then they left. We had a couple days to just kind of breathe. Not in a negative way, but like, you know, when you host people for a while and then they weren't here that long, but anyway, you know, when you just like finally get the house back to yourselves and you can just kind of relax a little bit. That's what we did, and then we enjoyed New Year's together. And then Mike went back to work a couple days after that. I also got super busy. My sourdough little side hustle business turned into way more than I thought it could. Than it would. I don't know. I started doing sourdough just to bake bread for my family, and it turned into a little business for me. And so I spent the last couple weeks like figuring out marketing. I got a thermal printer to do labels for my bread bags. Honestly, any free time that I've had has just been going into baking. Like, I'm doing 10 loaves a week, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot when you've got a baby and a toddler. So I was just trying to utilize any time I had with Mike to just, hey, watch the girls so I can try to crank all this out. I'm still learning. Each bulk order that I do, I'm learning and getting better. My loaves they've always artistically, not to like toot my own horn, but artistically they've always been beautiful, but there's always room for improvement for the actual loaf itself. So I'm figuring out recipes and the proper proofing times and all that stuff. So yeah, that's been taking up a lot of my free time. We've just been soaking in family time and making new memories, and I've been baking. We had a wonderful Christmas. It was Sophia's first, and she had a blast ripping open presents. Maxine got some really good ones from Santa. She was very well spoiled this year. I'll share some clips from our Christmas and our New Year's, and I just kind of want to pick up the vlog where I left off last time in mid-December. Enjoy the vlog.
Okay, did Santa come? Where? What did he bring you? Look at all those presents he brought you.
Holy smokes, somebody must have been good this year.
Oh my goodness. What is it?
Chapstick.
What?
You needed that.
You needed that? Frozen chapstick?
Oh my goodness. Wow. Are you so excited for that? Yeah.
What else did you bring?
You want me to open it right now? Look, we got so many things to open.
What is this?
What is this in here?
Horsey?
I think Dad's going to have to show her how to use it. I don't think she gets it.
Maxine.
Hey. Wait.
Wow.
Check this.
Yeah, I'll show you what those are in a few minutes. You got to keep opening the presents to get to the gift that goes to.
Santa brought you a horsey?
Why push a button?
There's a button?
Yeah.
Where?
This on your bedroom. I can't find it.
Do you know how to ride the horsey?
Yeah, like this.
Does she? She looks so confused. There she goes.
Want me to show you how to ride the horsey, Maxine?
I want a little chair.
She wants what?
What's that?
Chance.
Paulette! What is in there? What? Whoa!
My Little Pony.
My Little Pony?
And a brush.
And a what?
A brush.
And
A brush? What is her face?
To brush the Little Pony.
Wow.
It's a hair.
Wow, that's
Open.
from Grandma and Jim. Nice.
Open that. Actually,
Actually, what?
you open it.
Gotta keep going.
It's on the way.
Here you go.
Here. I think we need some scissors.
You like that noise?
Good job, Soph.
And she's eating.
And next, pull.
Thank you.
Nope. Pull.
I'm not getting ouchie from that.
Right.
Good job. Good job. Almost done. Pull, pull, pull. There you go. Yep. And then pull. Almost.
Pull, 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 pull.
There you go. It is done.
And
Look, Soph.
pull.
Ooh. Hey you guys, good morning. So we loaded up and we are checking out a new park today with some friends. They just completely renovated it. I'm just feeding Sophia before we get out of the car and go in and meet our friends for a little play date.
We need a go potty.
Maxine says we need to go potty, so we're gonna do that. I'm iPhone vlogging because it's a little less conspicuous when there's a lot of people around. Even though I got a new camera and I'm very excited to play with it. It's very nice. And I have renewed my love for vlogging, so I'm excited about that. But you better watch it, girl. She thinks it's so funny to beat me up when she's eating. I'm excited. This park looks really nice. And then we have a 4-day, I say we, Mike has a 4-day weekend, so today's his last day of work. And then he's home for the long weekend. And I have 3 loaves of bread to bake for a customer. I have to prep all of the bread tonight, this afternoon, and then tomorrow I'll bake it and they'll come pick it up tomorrow. So I've got quite a few orders of bread to finish up by Saturday, and then I'm taking Sunday and Monday off and then starting again for Tuesday. And it's funny because I didn't even like post on my neighborhood Work It Wednesday page that like, hey, I sell bread in the neighborhood, I'm your dough dealer. They just have been shouting me out with how much they love it when they receive it, and it's like creating new customers and repeating old ones, and it's been a really big blessing. But I am tired. It is a lot of work. It takes basically 2 full days to do 1 loaf of bread. It's hard with juggling a baby and a toddler, but I'm doing it. I'm successful at it. My little small business is taking off and I'm having a lot of fun. And so, yeah, it's been good. So anyway, I'm gonna be baking bread today. Just trying to get back into vlogging. New year, new me, new business, new goals. And yeah, so anyway, first things first, we're gonna have fun at the park. So Sophia's done. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, let's go. You give her pushes? She says, push me! Push! Push! She wants you to push her.
Water.
I know. Whoa! Whoa! Go! You're going. You got it. Nope, lower your hands and then your foot. Yep, move down to the next one. There you go. Nice. You got it. Woohoo! So we just got back from the park. I have Max's mac and cheese. Cook it in the microwave. And my starter from this morning. I fed her. And she is literally about to overflow. So I need to prep my dough. I'm gonna show you my recipe and how I do it. When I first started sourdough, I did not use a food scale. I just used cups for the measuring system because that's what the recipe called for, and it made it easy for people that don't have food scales, but we already had one. So I actually switched to using this to be more precise and get a better consistency. So I just take my giant mixing bowl and I tear that out. The girls are just playing in the playroom right now. Sophia needs to lay down for her nap, so I'm kind of all over the place, but this has to get done before it overflows. So I'm making 3 loaves. Each recipe calls for 330 grams of water, so I'm gonna need about 1,000, this and then some more. So this is room temperature water. And because I need 1,000 grams, the rest of that gave me 708. I just kind of refilled it. I could take the chill off of this, but it's gonna be fine. So, to 1,000, 960, 70. Perfect. 1,000 exactly. And then my single recipe calls for 125 grams of starter, but because I'm making 3 loaves times it by 3, that's 375. And I'm just gonna kind of poke this down. You can use the float test to know if your starter is active and ready. It's very satisfying to watch. Let me see if I can do this at the same time. Hold on. You'll see it kind of drop down and then float. That was 175. See how it's floating? Isn't that so cool? I think this is really satisfying. Then you're just gonna stir the starter into the water and make sure that it's really nice and incorporated. And then the next step is adding your flour. We're gonna get this to 1,500. And then I stir and combine all of that. Thankfully, Maxine's at a good age where she can kind of entertain Sophia for me. And because I have the playroom baby-proofed, I don't really have to worry about Sophia getting into anything. Knead it all together. And I'll leave my recipe down below of how I do this and kind of my process for making my bread. Loosely cover it with a clean towel. Set a timer for 30 minutes. And then in 30 minutes, I'm gonna add the salt. And then after that, it'll sit and auto-lyse. Right now it's auto-lysing with the starter. Then I add the salt and it sits for another hour, and then you start your stretch and folds. So that's the first part of my bread making recipe. So now I'm gonna bring Maxine her mac and cheese and then put Sophia to bed. I'm coming. What are you doing? Maxine got her Tony box. We're gonna turn down the Brave story. This is from my dad for Christmas. The girls are having a lot of fun with that, aren't ya?
Turn it.
Bye.